In this lesson, we're going to continue to work on solving factor puzzles. If you look at workbook page 7, you will see a variety of factor puzzles, but we're going to just focus on solving the first 3 together, and then you can do the rest on your own. So what you want to do when you want to solve a factor puzzle is you want to look for, well, you guessed it, factors. And it helps to look at 2 numbers that might be in a row or in a column, and those are the numbers you want to start with. So maybe I'll look at this row right here, this 20 and 15. I need to think of a common factor between 20 and 15. Now, if you're not sure, you could make a list. This may seem familiar to you. You probably have done this in younger years, where you list out all the factors of a number. So remember, factors are the numbers that we multiply to get 20, or the numbers that we multiply to get 15. So I know I can do 1 times 20, I can do 2 times 10, and I can do 4 times 5. Those are all the factors of 20. For 15, I can do 1 times 15, I can do 3 times 5, and that's about it. So those are all my factors of 20 and 15, and obviously they have 1 in common, and they also have 5 in common. I'm betting 5 is probably the common factor that they're looking for. So what I'll do is I'll put 5 on the left and the right side of the 20 and 15. I could also look at rows. Maybe I'll look at this, not rows, columns. Maybe I'll look at this column here, 20 and 8. Well, what's a good common factor between 20 and 8? Well, I already listed out all the factors of 20. Maybe I'll list out all the factors of 8. Let's see, I can do 1 times 8, and, well, 2 times 4. That's about it. So 5 is no longer a common factor. 1 still is, 2 is, and 4 is as well. So I've got a lot of possibilities. Which one do you think I should use? I'm going to go with 4. And the reason I know it's 4 is because 4 times 5 gives me 20. And if I have 4 here, 4 times 2 is going to give me 8. So I can put 2 on this side over here. And let's see. How about, 5 times 3 is what gives me 15. So I can put 3 here. And then my missing number, 3 times 2, that missing product is 6. So that's just one example. We're going to do a few more together. Let's look at number 2. Now again, you can look at columns, you can look at rows, just pick where you see 2 numbers together. So maybe I'll look at a column first this time. Maybe I'll look at 14 and 21. Right away, I'm pretty sure 7 is going to be the common factor, because the only other thing they have in common is 1. And again, if you're not sure, make your list. List out all the factors of 14. List out all the factors of 21. Oops. 7 is going to be the common factor, actually the greatest common factor too. And let's see, 7 times 2 gives me 14, so I can put 2 for both sides there. Oh, and 2 times 4 is going to give me 8, so 4 must belong here. And 7 times 3 is going to give me that 21, so 3 must belong over there. And that means the missing product is 12. Let's do one more together, and then you can do some on your own. I'm going to look at a column this time. I'm going to look at 28 and 32. And I know that 4 is the only factor that they have in common besides 2 and 1. I'm betting 4 is probably the best one to go with. Again, if you're not sure, make your lists. 4 times 7 is what gives me 28. And 4 times 8 is going to give me the 32. And 8 times 3 is 24, which means my missing product is 21. So remember, pick 2 numbers that are in a row or that are in a column and see if you can find a common factor that goes along with both of those numbers, and then use what you know with your multiplication to figure out the missing product. Now, this next page, page 8, this is an optional page, but it could be fun. This gives you an opportunity to make your own factor puzzles. And it's actually very simple if you think about a multiplication table. What you want to do is you want to pick 3 numbers, only 3. Remember, there has to be one number missing. You want to pick 3 numbers, 3 products that go inside your factor puzzle. And I want you to think of those products as being 4 corners of a rectangle or a square. So, for example, I'm feeling this number 12 here. And if I look down this column, I like the 21 as well. So 12 and 21 are in the same column. And let's see, I like this 36 over here. So I might put this 36 in my factor puzzle because 12 and 36 are in the same row. And if you can't already see it, the missing number is going to be 63 because they make up 4 corners of a rectangle of your multiplication table. And if you want to prove it, we can actually solve our factor puzzle. Let's see, 12 and 21, they have 3 in common. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 9 is 36. 3 times 7 is 21. And 7 times 9, well, there's that missing number, 63. So this is an option. Feel free to make up your own factor puzzles for your friends and, try and see if they can solve them. Alright, so here are our takeaways. Make sure you copy these down in your math notebook. You can solve factor puzzles by identifying common factors of 2 numbers in a column, and you'll notice the arrow there showing you the columns are up and down, or 2 numbers in a row. So those are the ones that go left to right.